Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Catch That, where we break down albums, topics, and eras of R&B and hip hop too sometimes. I am naturally Alise, and that's my brother.
JR.
And we are the R&B representatives. And we are welcoming back our favorite and least favorite guest at the same damn time back to the show. And that is the good, bad brother, Mark Chappelle.
Hey y'all, I'm so happy to see, I guess both of y'all. It'll work. It's fine. Just go ahead. I don't care.
But on the real, we are so happy to have you back. We love your music point of view. We just we love that you are able to pick up the little things, the crumbs that people miss.
Mhm.
Which does not match how he eats chicken because usually anyway. Um
See, this is why these episodes end up being 5 hours long, because yo ass be starting.
Gasp. But no, but we are so happy to have him. He's such a great music mind and a lot of fun. See that
I knew that shit was gonna happen.
yeah, God don't like ugly. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not though. Welcome back. How you doing, sir?
I'm over here recovering from your hate manifesting shit.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
I can respect that a lot.
Now,
Yes. So, JR,
Yes.
I'm gonna introduce this album,
And I want you to.
but I wanted to respect that show, I'm giving you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, please go.
So, Elise, what album are we gonna be talking about and why? Well, today we are gonna be talking about the Latifah, the Queen herself, royalty, with her album Black Rain.
Oh, hell to the queen. Oh, hell to the queen. Yes.
Yes, bow down. But yes, we're gonna be talking about Black Rain. I think it's important that we talk about it. Yes, we are R&B show, but guess what? This album to me is genreless because it is R&B, it is reggae, it is rap, it is well hip hop or whatever you want to call it. It's all those things and about five other things too. And but they weave back and forth seamlessly. So that's why I think it's important to talk about it because this was just a groundbreaking record that I think people couldn't see past UNITY to get to know this album. So I want to talk about it because it is more than that. Even though that amazing, exalted, but it got a whole lot of friends with it. So that's what we're going to talk about. So, like JR always asks at the beginning of the episode, how did you get into Queen Latifah? Did I do it right, JR?
Yes, you did.
You did.
oh, sorry, that's my line. I was waiting for Jake to answer. How you got into Queen Latifah? All right. I got All Hail the Queen on cassette in like 1989. So, like from jump, like I was studying all these lyrics. I'm like, oh, is this cool? Like she's a rapper, and I remember them like talking about her, be like, yeah, she sings her own hooks. I'm like, really? I didn't know rappers could do that. And so I loved like Dance for Me and stuff like that. And so when Nature of the Sister came out, I bought that and rocked with it too. And with Black Rain, man, our school took us to a whole bunch of tapings of Living Single. And so we were in the audience for a lot of them. And when the album came out, it's just like, oh man, this is about to be a whole moment because I'm in since the first album, and she has a show, and like they're really like going up for Queen Latifah, and every show I was just kind of like, I love you, Dana, and since I figured out, she's like, yeah, you don't know me like that. Don't be calling me Dana if you know me, but like I just love Dana Owens, period. Um, yeah, it's just clearly I like some of the music and collect here
Mhm.
and
Right.
there, you know.
I'm just plain old Dana today.
God, why I wasn't gonna say it, but go ahead.
Like, yeah, but Dana, if you know me, so it's just like Queen Latifah if you're nasty, basically.
Yeah.
Look, so in my dreams, I meet Queen Latifah. Like, it is often that like I'll dream of something that like I get to like hang out with her or like talk to her. She seems like she's just the coolest person, like a real person, not like you gotta interact with a star or something, but like she's just been important for a while. And she'd be trying to talk about stuff that actually matters. And she's good at rapping. She's not just like, oh, okay, we like you, even though you're doing that thing, you know. She's like, wow, like what is it that she can't do? So yeah, I'm pro Queen Latifah. Always have been forever and ever.
Yeah, it's the Queen Latifah and command.
And she got that voice that makes you seem like you did something wrong, and your mama just called your name, like, oh,
Yeah.
I love
Like I
it.
feel triggered.
She always sounds like she's gonna whoop everybody ass in the house until somebody clean up the living room. So,
Yeah. So JR, how did you get into Queen Latifah?
My mom is a big fan of Queen Latifah since All Hail to the Queen. So I've been hearing her like my whole life. It's not a time I didn't hear her. But I really started really paying attention to her on the Buddy remix, actually. And that's when she's actually singing on it. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
then at the end, her and Q-Tip are going back and forth on the long version. It's like it's funny. Like I don't know, Queen Latifah can give you them voices and all this kind of stuff. So I remember from that, and then obviously All Hail to the Queen, Ladies First, and all that. But I really got into her on The Nature of a Sister. I love that album because Latifah's Up to Here is my favorite record from her. Like the queen is hyped up for real. Like on that whole joint. Like I love that record so much. And then I love Enough of the Rough Stuff, which I was talking about a lot before we came on. Like I love that song. So from there, I was really, really in. And then joints like Fly Girl and Coming to My House and all that kind of stuff. Again, mom loved all of this. And to see her spitting Queen Latifah's lyrics like that, it's just it always takes me back. You know what I mean? Like my mom like goes in with her and MC Light. So for my mom to be going in on Queen Latifah like that, it's just a part of my life. You know what I mean? So then when it was coming to Black Rain and we heard UNITY, it was like my mother was like, yes, I'm getting this album. I don't care, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? So it was after all these other big hip hop albums already came out, like Midnight Marauders had came out, um,
dang, same day.
36 Chambers came out, all that came out. So for that week, before then, my dad is blasting all of those, you know what I mean? And mom rocking with him too. But she like, my girl coming next week. You know what I'm saying? And she like, let's do this. And she got that. And my mom actually liked 36 Chambers better than Midnight Marauders. She stopped playing that. And it was all about Black Rain. That's it. Like going into the Christmas break, like going back home. We was on Greyhound, going back home to New York. And my mom had her little headphones on, and all you heard was Black Rain. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So this album is definitely, it brings back memories for me. And I know my mom's gonna love us talking about this. So, I'm happy for this. So that's how I got into Queen, Again, all hail to the Queen. The real Queen. Catch it.
Yes. Well, you stupid.
What's wrong with that
So
leaving, please?
so I got in Queen Latifah pretty much same way as Mark. I mean, shoot, same as you, JR, except it wasn't coming from a parent. It was mine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Um,
we got the same
but
age, isn't that right? Except for
2 weeks, your old ass. But pretty
yeah,
much the same kind of way. But that was one of the artists it was my artist. But I just watching videos but I think I got the biggest on Queen Latifah is Queen Latifah's Had It Up to Here. That is also my favorite Queen record actually. Um yeah. I don't think it No, it is close though. I got some other, but that's my top dog. Um, so that's when I really got into her. But what I really loved about her, even at this time, and why I hate now people, instead of just saying this person's an MC or this is a rapper, it's always it's a female rapper, it's a femc, and it's like no, these women that was out then, your lights and all that, they could they could hang with the dudes, they could out rap the dudes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but see the edge that they had, they could be hard and they also could be soft without being ridiculed for it the way
Mm-hmm.
our culture is set up, unfortunately. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
they could do both on record, and people receive it.
That
Mm-hmm.
is one of the specific reasons why I love Black Rain, because she's balancing all of these things to
Hmm.
be a full artist, which most artists couldn't do because you had to do whatever was extremely popular. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna do some of that, but I'm also do me.
Yeah, and look, we gonna get to this, but she got a song, and she is out rapping these niggas. She is out rapping Trench, Heavy D, and
Last one,
motherfucking KRS
KRS
One.
One. Yes.
She ate all of them up
And last to
and
go.
did,
you
and
sing
was
your
the last to go.
Last. So you
Ate
know when
them
you're the
up.
last one to go, everybody's gonna pay attention to who ending this shit. And she ended this shit. Right. Woo.
Tore them
Mm.
up.
Shreds.
blow your ass down.
Which is which is
Laugh.
wild because ain't too many people out rapping Trench or out rapping KRS.
Yeah, at
Like it
all.
ain't many people that could say that they can do that. It's a very small.
That's why Trent said at the end of the record, all hail to the queen.
He meant that shit. Even
He
the way he
meant
said
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So she was an artist on this, and you knew coming into this what she was dealing with. You know what I mean? After losing her brother, on a bike that she got him. You know what I mean? Like that. And I was watching her intimate portrait a couple of months ago, and you could tell that's just something that she will never. You can never get over that. You know what I mean? Because it's something that she got him. You know what I mean? It's not nothing that it's like, okay, she gave him the money, he went and brought it himself. She got him this bike, and he ended up, dying from it. And that's why she always wear, his key on her,
Hmm.
her necklace or whatever. So it's kind of like you kind of knew her as an artist, what she was gonna bring to Black Rain to me. Because it was like, as an artist, all that you dealing with, you're gonna put it into your music. No matter how much you try not to. It's gonna the artistry in you, it's gonna happen. So it was like, okay, she just lost her brother. This album is definitely gonna be maybe aggressive and maybe dark. And hell, she called the shit Black Rain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Enough said, you know what I mean? So it was just like
Yeah.
she was coming with all that aggression and all that. So it was kind of like, all right, y'all be prepared for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Does
and the
this
album is.
though? Okay, I
What'd
don't
you
know.
say?
Does this photo not mess you up?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I think she said on her intimate portrait that that had to be one of the hardest pictures that she ever took because y'all think it's just easy. She said, you think it's easy just sitting there and taking a picture by my brother's grave. That had to be the hardest thing she did because she was just like, it's
This is
real. You know what I mean? Like, it's really real. Like, it's this. And so she said, I think doing the photo shoot of this all, that was the hardest she had to take. Because I think, ain't the cover from UNITY video, ain't it? Or just another day?
honestly, I don't know. I've always wondered because it is a real grainy photo.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look it up, like, I don't know if you can even see the detail on the album cover,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really, really grainy and it's not even entirely in focus. I wonder what it
I,
was.
I like the fact that it's grainy and out of focus. That
It's the
like
album.
yeah, it's one of those album covers that really hits me because for one, she's, you know, in action, but I'm sure that time was out of focus and kind of almost like you kind of glazed over. You just kind of moving through life, but
Mm-hmm.
you know you got all this pain on you, but you still got to do the things. So that few kind of state, that's what it gives me, and that's what this album gives to me. So, because the album is dark,
It
it
is.
is, you
Yes.
know, um, grainy in the sense of it's so textured and so
Mm-hmm.
you know there's your grain, but
Mm-hmm. I
the
love
album is dark.
I love how you said that she captured both because on the front it's hard. That's hard. That that's Latifah. The back
Right.
of it is Dana. If
Hmm.
you flip, you know what I'm saying? That's Dana. That's really her. You know what I'm saying? And Latifah is what we know of her. But the back, and that's why you said she could be hard, but then she can also be soft. And on this album, you get a lot of that. You know
You
what
get
I'm saying?
you get it throughout a same song. Like it's not like
Yes.
this song is hard and this song
Right.
you get a lot in one song.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yes.
kind of sneaks it in. You don't catch it the first time, and so anyway.
So when y'all heard UNITY first, because clearly that was the first single, what did y'all think? What you like? Where was your mind at, y'all? Because y'all were older than
And
me.
We
GR,
we
how old
were
are you?
14, 15 when that song was out.
Right,
And GR, were
right.
you even out at all?
You know what, Mark? Screw you. I was 7, sir.
Oh, because I thought they might have been still working on you, and yeah, like
I
JR
was 7.
did
So
the album for 5 months.
I know y'all have a different thing about it because, like Alise said, this is y'all artist. I was introduced to her through my mom. So for me, when I heard it, I was just like, this joint hard. Like I was just like, come on, samples, come on now, like horns and all that shit. Like I was here for it when I heard that. So I was hyped for it. I
Yeah,
was like, okay.
yeah. I went up for it instantly. I was just so excited to like as great as that song is. Even if that song would have been as great, I still probably would have went up for it just because I was just so excited to have her back. I mean,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but when I heard it, when I first heard them open it, I was just like, "Oh, she did something right there. She ain't playing." That's what made me go get the album. I mean, I didn't get. Excuse me, I had the cassette, and we'll talk about why that's important about the cassette a little later. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, but I had the damn um ran that cassette to the ground.
okay. So I had one of these. I don't know if you can even see it. They're gonna light. Yeah. This UNITY from like actually 1993, and it had the instrumental on the back, and I would just be running it. Oh my God. It's and I had like a Walkman or whatever, so it's just whenever music came out, like you only had certain things. And so you would listen to things on repeat a lot. And there's so many layers to the song, like the beat, the sample, um, her singing. And then are there any samples of her other stuff in there? Because like every now and then you get like a QUEEN LATIFAH like from the back. But it's just all of it was just she was really hitting. And plus, she's never had a bad hair day in her life. I don't know what it is, but
Never.
At
it was a
all.
joint in the
No.
video. She's throwing punches. I was just like, God, she done leveled up again.
She never had a bad hair day, not a bad hat day. Child, the face card never declines. Like
Eat
She
it,
kept
eat
on
it,
back.
eat it, eat it, eat it. Yes.
that
Yeah.
is that is she's like just the epitome of just beauty just through and through to me. Like I
Yes.
always thought she like day one, I was just like, this lady is so pretty.
And my mother relates to her because y'all know Queen Latifah got this scar right here on her
Yeah.
thing. My mother has one too. So that's another way she was able to relate to her. Because my mother always thought, you know, that scar, you always kind of like, you feel some type of way about it. And she saw Queen and was like, oh, and my mom's like, she's just beautiful. Like and then my mom is like, oh, I got one too. Like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I mean? And then in the video, like the UNITY video, she just looks so good in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, and especially how it starts and how it comes around like that. And she just looking up to the sky and just is like on her face. And like you said, her face card never declines, like at all. At all. And it just brings me back to when the video came out after the episode of Living Single. Like when that you remember it came out
The five
that
card
day.
stud episode?
Huh?
Was it the 5 card stud episode?
Yes, it was.
That one didn't come out until the next year, I think. But the video probably debuted after Living Single. I just know they had it in that one episode where like somebody calls them bitches and Kyle's like, who you calling a bitch? It's like, oh,
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
love
When they were,
that.
yes, yes, yeah, and they put it at the end, but when it came out, they had it right after that. It premiered afterwards, and it was just like, oh, y'all, and I just can just recall my mom like, that's my girl right there, yo, like she's, you know what I mean? So it was just, I was just like, okay, I know this album is coming in the house. I know it, so let me get ready and and let's just get ready for what it is. So I think when you went ITY, I think everybody rocked to it. Everybody went up for it. So it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. So we can get into the album, y'all. Y'all
Look, and
ready to get into this black hand side? This
weird thing
black
is
hand side.
UNITY isn't even my favorite song on the album. It's just a really great song on the album.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
many, like it's a no skipper for me. None.
Not for me. I got one skip.
I got
Wait a
One.
minute,
one.
wait a
Just
minute.
one.
Are
Just
you gonna
one.
make me wait the whole time to find out what your skip is?
Yes.
Yes.
You always do this. Why you
Have
Well, I'm
have you
so
not
glad because me and Alise got the same skip.
have you
So
not
I'm
been on
good.
this show? Have you not met me one time?
Well, let's see.
No,
Let's see.
nothing comes easy except my vitriol. That's it.
Oh Lord.
Now I'm trying to guess based on who you are, what your skip might be, because everything is really, really cool on here. But let's see. There's Black Hand Side, Listen to Me, I Can't Understand, Rough. For the DJs, bring the interlude can't be your skip, can it? Because if that
What?
is the interlude for the DJs,
Mm-mm,
No, that's not a skip.
okay.
mm-mm.
It's a great interlude.
Bring the flavor, Coochie Bang. If that's it, I'll be angry at you. Superstar, No Work, Just a Flow. And I'll be angry at you regardless. Just don't feel bad. I don't want there to be pressure on you. You're still my raggedy friend. Uh,
Why would I feel
just bring,
bad by something Mark said?
there's no
I
need
have
to
to
feel bad.
respect. I have to respect the source in order to be offended.
Oh Lord.
So you
Cool.
couldn't possibly offend me because I don't
So
respect you.
you won't be upset when I call you a raggedy bitch.
Oh, you gonna hit me with the or help me with the urges. Right.
So what really, I should have warned you so you could put put on the pink dress like Lily Roshan and
I almost wore a pink dress too. That'd have been terrible.
Oh Lord Jesus.
but anyways,
Okay.
I
Sorry,
don't know.
JR.
It's
I'm
fine. Look, they
yes.
already done seen about 3-4 episodes with Mark. They know how this goes. Like this ain't not, we're
This is the thing.
never
There's
on the
always
straight.
format, but I always be trying to wreck the format. So
He always do, y'all. Then he try to interview us. That's what he does. So
just
yeah.
because y'all questions be boring.
Oh well. Okay. Okay, give him all of that at least. Give him some more.
But wait a minute. Did you see my petty shirt?
Right. Right. You see we dealing with y'all? So Black Hand Side. We starting the album off with this. Give me 5 on the Black Hand Side. Set it off.
Dig it while I rip it. Check it while I wreck it. Get to him live. Okay, give me a few seconds. Yeah. That.
Yes. I love this joint. It's so New York to me. again, it feels like New York to me. The way Sid uses the Hello It's Me sample from the Ozzy Brothers. He uses that. And it just Queen comes in with the aggression. Like, she like, yes, like, let's not forget I could still rhyme. You know what I mean? Like, y'all may look at me as Queen Latifah now as the actress and all this, but I could still come hard. You know what I mean? So she came in with the aggression. I love the video. The video is hard. It reminds me of Run DMC's Down with the King. It's very dark. Yes, it's very that. You know, MC Light is in the video, of course. Naughty by Nature's in the video. Um, it's a couple of other people in there. It kind of reminds you like New York Undercover in a way.
So many things do.
Yes.
It is very like I'm surprised she wasn't on there, but she had a show
That
anyway.
yo, I always wondered that. I always wondered why they didn't, you know, all of them, because it was always Martin Living Single, New York Undercover. So I'm like, hello, y'all can get them on an episode. Like that would have been ill, you know what I mean? And especially with a song like this.
And you know she would have gladly done an R&B song at Natalie's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. She probably could have did week. Well, no, no,
Well,
you
you
gotta
know,
do a
because that was
cover.
an old school song, but this is something I remember from that time. Whoopi Goldberg had a late night talk show like at that time.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
Queen Latifah went on there and she sang "Betcha by Golly Wow," and it was the first time I'd ever heard the song. I was like, "Oh wow!" And so that's the reason why I love the Stylistics original because I had to go back and find it. She never recorded it,
Damn. Damn.
but it was just her and like piano accompaniment that would have been straight on some Natalie's.
Why didn't they?
Agreed.
Yes. Why didn't they let her? But again, lies rhyming on this. And then now she's kind of letting you know she's that her brother is the spirit of this album too. You know what I mean? Because when you know she was just like, I came back into the beat to give, you know what I'm saying, got to give a shout out to my brother Lance up in heaven. Like she's letting you, you know what I mean? Like she's
Mm-hmm.
answering not a question, but she's letting y'all know, yeah, my brother died, y'all. I'm gonna address it. You know what I mean? And I guess this is her way of, you know, addressing it. And she's saying after the whole record, she like, I want to welcome y'all to Black Rain. I want to welcome y'all to the album. Like, you know what I mean? So this is definitely a dope opening for an album called Black Rain. You can't start it off with nothing like sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta start this shit upbeat and hard and aggressive. And I think Black Hand Side represents that well, for sure.
Agreed.
It's my fave, possibly on the whole album. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. I, I, lo- I love no, I definitely love this song for all the same reasons. But it's not my favorite, but like how much I love the different songs on this album is all very close. So
Yeah.
like it's just dope. Except for my one skip, like I like everything about the same because they all have a different vibe to them. So it kind of depends on where I'm at that day. Actually, some days Black Hand Side is a favorite. It just depends on where I'm at.
I
So
bet you'll use Coochie Bang. I don't even like you. I'm a not like you in advance just because. And I feel very confident in that because I don't like you usually. So
yeah. Again, not offended because I don't respect you. So it doesn't matter. So yeah. What's next, JR? You gotta corral us.
Yeah.
It's like herding cats.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So listen to me. Yes, y'all, listen to me. Cause them two like please, like
Good.
listen to me. You
people
know, Queen got to give you her reggae
in
vibes for real, for real. You know what I mean? She got to give you the Wrath of the Madness. She got to give you Princess of the Posse, Sexy Fancy, or
yeah.
you know what I mean? So she got to give you that. And I think, you know, Tony Dope Fat, he used one of my favorite actually samples, which is the Tidal Wave. You know what I mean? And the Ronnie Laws.
It sounds like it. It definitely sounds like it, but I thought it was something else. Because you know they find them obscure things. What is it? I
What
don't
is
think
it?
credited stuff in here.
Ooh.
Some stuff I'm like they definitely got past it, but I'll wait to get to that because I'm gonna mess up y'all format anyway.
It's
You
already
go
done
ahead.
been messed up. Hello? We
The fact
already
that we
like
let you
20
on the
minutes
show.
in.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. So this song, I have to read you the lyrics, but I'm gonna read them like they're like it's just some poetry.
You gonna
Like
give me the NPR reading? Okay, go ahead.
some I'm gonna give you like no, I'm gonna give you spoken word. I'm gonna give you some circa '02 Alise-ness.
Let me get my snaps ready.
And actually, I'm gonna dedicate these lines to Mark.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh god.
Before you even try to diss me, let's get something clear. There ain't no fear between you, me, or the atmosphere. I'm lighting fires. Your style is whack as two flat tires. It will only take a second for me to just wreck it. Smoother than my body. Give me body, butt naked. I don't have to prove shit. Just keep doing hits and niggas be all on my two tits. And even if you think it's odd, I'm telling you after every single rhyme, I thank
I
God.
thank God. Yes.
Ashe. You know you shady? Ashe.
Thank you for letting me have that moment, JR. I appreciate you.
No, no problem, no problem. Because you got to.
I didn't get thanked. I let you have your little moment.
That's my
Anyway.
favorite bars though, because she ate that. That's
8.
whoo.
Breakfast,
Oh,
lunch, dinner, couple snacks.
Like Latifah was letting you know, like I can spit, y'all. Like her flow is she to me has one of the best flows to me because she
Mhm.
could glide on a record like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Even if the beat ain't all that, La is gonna get on it and make it what it is. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about her flow. You know what I mean? Like her flow is just
look,
immaculate.
she's like one of those R&B singers that can make you like the song even if the song isn't great.
That part.
Because the voice is just like, oh my God, like anything you do, like I'm on it.
Yes. 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 This I I feel like they could have had so much more singles off this album because Motown was ready to promote. Like as you can see, like then they have like 5 singles and 5 videos. Like I'm
Like 6, really, depending on what you count.
that's true. That's true. That's very true. Cause she left Tommy Boy after Nature
Nature
of a
of Sister,
Sister. She did
which was
because
a
they didn't
blessing,
believe in it because the album didn't do that well. So they was like, oh, whatever. So she went to Motown and was like,
blessing in
hey,
disguise.
blessing.
But look, okay, so Motown was that man that she told Tommy Boy not to worry about.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
That's my homeboy. That's my homeboy.
You know, only friends. But like Gerald Busby was always like, yeah, we appreciate what you're doing. And then some came out just like slide in like, hey, so I got this little record label over here. You might have heard of it. And I was really excited about that too, because I'm like, Motown is kind of a bigger deal than Tommy Boy in the sense. So like I was really hoping to see if they could do what they did with the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. They did for real. I know Tommy Boy probably was like, you can't understand. You can't understand.
I forgot about the transitions. Okay, here we go.
I, I can't understand is one of my favorites. Some days it's my favorite on the album because that's one where she's going back and forth between the hard and the soft, and
Mm-hmm.
and what's going on in those background vocals. Oh my fucking god!
Yes,
Like the
God.
fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
and the effects in the video were actually pretty progressive for the 90s. So like I feel like they were giving her budget for a while.
I was just about to say that. That video was just hella weird. Like it was just so like the lighting was crazy. It was just like, but I think it was brilliant. Like artistically, to be honest with you, I think it was just brilliant,
Yeah.
yo. And it just to see her like running, like she was running in the video, like it was
Yeah.
fun.
Look, before Busta came through, Busta.
Yeah. And if you think about the song sonically, it's giving you this like with the like this almost like psychedelic slash
Mm-hmm.
futuristic but still soul thing happening there. So it is, the video's weird and the arrangement of this song is weird, but it's like in a very good way. This song is
Yeah,
everything. I love this song.
it feels like
Okay,
you in the
so
Twilight Zone.
yeah.
Yeah. No, yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what I was getting at. Yes.
yeah.
One of the soft parts that always sticks out to me, but shouldn't, is when she's like, "And why do bad people live? And why do good people die? Somebody
But
got to
people could tell.
die. I don't know." But that's like, given everything that happened with her brother, that was a
Yeah.
real moment that she just kind of
Yes.
slid right in there in the jam. But like, if you didn't pay attention, it's like the relevance of it. It's just like, yeah, why does that happen? It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But she started it off. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I just destroyed another phony
Only
ass
had a
rapper
funny ass
again.
rapper.
She
Like
was a
she bodied
compliment.
Roxanne and
It was a
Shantae. I'm
thing.
sorry. She was letting Roxanne and Shantae, oh, you want to come with that big mama bullshit? All right. I'm gonna come back at your ass. Like, even though Roxanne Shantae, Big Mama is a dope joint, though. I ain't gonna stunt. But
Yo, why was she so angry? Like, why did she come through like that? She was like doing 50 Cent before 50 Cent. Like, she was just
I
like,
mean but that was her on the norm though. Even doing her freestyle battles, like she was killing these girls. Like she will eat them. So that was her niche. So I guess the label was like,
Yes.
do that. So when she came on that, she was just bodying all the girls. And Queen Latifah said, "Oh really? Oh okay, all right."
look,
And
but
that
she's
first
very
verse, she
classy
said,
with
"This
it
is
though.
dedicated to you."
Yeah, she didn't go as hard as well. She didn't give her what she gave Foxy Brown on the mixtape later because I don't know why Foxy wasn't in the hospital over name calling
Listen,
because I'm like, oh God, I
I don't
look.
even know how she ate Foxy on that one. I was like, damn. I was like, and she let you know I'm not Khadijah. Like I'm
And
Cleo on this motherfucker. Like, don't
she
play
did
with me.
say like back in the interest of a sister, I wouldn't diss another sister unless she had it coming. Well, that is a conditional statement, and the condition was met, and so
and so that's what it was like. Yeah, that's I
I
know
love it.
Foxy
Listen,
probably was
career
like,
history.
wow, my
Just
word.
fucking with somebody who ain't fucking with you. I'm like, oh God, okay.
I like the little nod she give to Naughty for saying he sound with OPP.
Yes, yes.
Yo,
I gave you the whole shebang.
just to find out, oh man.
Hit my thing.
I love I love the storytelling too, because I'm like, actually, did you read any part of like is it called Ladies First? Her actual memoir? The first one.
My mom did. My mom did.
You go through that
Didn't.
and scan it. Like I was really surprised. She was very open about some of the dating things she did, some of the things that she wasn't super proud of. I was just like, wow, you went through that and that. Like when I remember when I read it, I was just kind of like, oh, I can't understand. Seems a lot more like it actually happened as opposed to just like storytelling rapping. Because like Slick Rick's probably said a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't real, but it was like, okay, it entertained you. It was the party. So I'm like, oh, this is probably something that was actually real. So
Especially when she talked. I think her second verse definitely was about her finding out about another chick. Like it's like,
Yeah.
damn.
She said, although I was black and he was Puerto Rican. I thought the eye.
look though,
She sneak little sexual things and little, more risque things in there, because people try to act like our girls from this period, like they want sexual beings or not aware that they're a woman. Like,
real quick, how did you feel about How Do I Love Thee?
I love it. I love it. I do. I She was getting her sexy on. I like it. Like,
I feel like it was still at the time when like it was really important to not look like a hoe, so to speak. So it's like okay, you got the feeling, but you can't actually say what you actually want to do.
right.
She wasn't giving it to you like she was giving it to dude in that Bessie movie. I was like, I loved it. But yeah, on here there's a lot of that. More of it than we usually see. And usually you had to like prove that she was super hard at this time, back in me and Alise's day. Yes, and Alise's day.
My day 2 weeks after.
JR, come get your friend. Come get
Well,
her.
I can't say nothing because you ain't thought I was born yet. So please.
Oh, see, you better start coming for JR because you ain't gonna have no kind of. Because
Funny
JR
enough,
used to be on your little side. He used to be on your little
never been on
side.
my side. JR was just
Now,
switching. He was trying not to catch it from you.
What? What? Me and that thing go back and forth. What? This ain't nothing new. Please.
Elise
No.
said, "You want some of this, JR?" JR said, "No."
oh, JR done gave me the business on this show before. The
Not today.
business.
Oh my God. One time, yo. One time.
But it
Wait,
stuck out. It was so. I mean, I deserved it, but
Because and Elise just kept beating. She knew what she was doing. That's what she was.
yeah,
She just kept beating and beating and beating. I was.
he was so bad.
But yes, yes. So yeah, Mark, you on your own. Mm-mm, I can't
look,
help it.
and I'm trying to be on better behavior. I'm trying
With
to
a
see.
petty shirt on. How funny.
I'm just saying. All right, it's a disclaimer just in case things don't go like I planned.
Oh my God. Jesus. If it ain't rough, y'all, for real, I can do without it. Really. Because it's working my nerves.
Yeah.
My
Cause this will
show.
go out to all the rough and rugged motherfuckers out there.
Mm, mm, just one of my favorite songs on this
I love
album.
this album because she be cussing. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it didn't have no kind of like explicit sticker at all.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Love that. Love that for her.
After C. Dolores Tucker got into like Tupac and them, and like for whatever reason, Queen Latifah didn't get okay, cool.
See, Queen Latifah made UNITY. You know that lady wasn't listening to albums. That's what that was.
Yeah, that was political. It's whatever, man.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you know what that was about. But rough man, everybody got on this joint and ate. Tretch opened it because this is the time where Tretch is probably one of the best MCs at this time. You know what I mean? So he opens it perfectly. Heavy D come in and do his little, you know what I'm saying, his 1-2. You know what I'm saying? This is Blue Funk Heavy D. So
This is
I
Don't
like
Curse Heavy D.
right, right, right.
I was surprised. I'm like, okay.
So he's spitting. You got KRS-One. Anytime he comes on, you know who KRS-One reminds me of? He
Cool.
reminds me like Jennifer Hudson on a song. That girl.
Oh man, why?
Am I lying? Like as an MC, if he's on a record with you, he's coming to annihilate you. Like that's just what it is. Jennifer comes on a song, even if it has to be low, she's gonna come in. Ah! You be like, girl, girl, girl.
but I like it when KRS do it though. Don't come for
Damn.
Chris.
That's the
Don't
difference.
don't
But
do
that's
that.
the
Why do
difference.
people be
Okay.
We
catching
actually
all the
like
praise
when
on your
KRS-One
show?
does it. We like when he does it. You
Y'all
know,
ain't got
Jennifer just be
for
too
EGOT?
much.
But a great thing. So at the time, Naughty had a record out.
Hmm.
KRS had what is my fucking which is my KRS album out. And
Yeah.
Have was all out in the same year. They all had fresh records. And
Mm-hmm.
they all was hot.
Yep. Yep. And they came in spitting. And then they let Queen have the end.
especially Naughty. Naughty was just like
on fire. This is hip hop hooray right now. They
yes,
out of here, dog.
out of here.
Like,
They was on fire like Latifah head on that album cover. Fire,
yes,
hot. Yes,
yes, on fire. So it was like you got everybody on here is hot. You know what I mean? So and then to let Queen La end it, yo. If you diss me on record, see me fight. She said, you better act like you know how to approach the queen. I was like, you better spit your shit. Like, yo, Queen Latifah was
You get
taking
your
no
ass beat.
prisoners. Yes. Bullshit of her last week, you get your ass beat. I was like, yes, queen, spit on that. And mind you, this is the time where I'm learning to curse. So it's
There you
working
go.
for me.
Educate the childrens, the
It's
baby.
working for me. She's working for me until I got to Doggy Style was a rap. My mother and them was like, why did we do this to this child? We shouldn't have never played this shit around him because he knows how to really curse. And this started it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because she didn't have the printer, the sticker on it for that. She didn't have it, which she should have. I mean,
Really, when we did the Mariah and you was giving Tommy Mottola and them the business, it's because of Queen Latifah teaching you how. Tell him, you motherfucker.
yeah. And
I
you
can't
know
believe
what?
I did that, Mark. I cannot believe
The particular so sonically, the particular darknesses on this album that
mm-hmm.
that was like pervasive of hip hop for '93 because Wu-Tang, you get that basement sound,
Mm-hmm.
or like, you get that wet cave sound, like you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's also Onyx.
Yeah.
It's also Black Moon Into the Stage. Is that same dark feel.
Mm-hmm.
And also the same jazz elements is pervasive through a lot of hip hop because you got Tribe, you got Diggable Planets, you got like Freestyle Fellowship, you got like Lords of the Underground. So it's a lot of that was the sound of that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yo,
pretty
yeah.
So this
consistent.
album fit in with the landscape of what was going on in as far as hip hop went.
Yeah. Agreed.
I wonder what the pre-planning was like because I'm like, I wonder if there were other songs that she thought like, oh, I'd like to try something like this, but I'm super focused right now. It's like I've never even heard of like any outtakes, any stuff that didn't make the cut.
She said in her interview, she was like, they just left her alone. Motown said, do what you want to do, and they left her alone, especially what they knew what she was dealing with. You know what I mean? So they was just like, girl, go do your thing. You give us, you know what I'm saying? You give us the album after you done, and we good. You know what I mean? And we'll pick the singles. Like Alise said, as an A&R, when you knew what the singles were gonna be after you heard the album, it was like, okay, that's the single. Okay, that one is. Okay. You know what I mean? This was an easy A&R project for whoever was the A&R of this.
We'll get to it, but there's another song that I think would have been also a great, great single. We ain't got to it yet, though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Waiting for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting
fight. I'm sorry, I just had to say it again. I'm sorry.
And then,
like, oh shit.
and then we get the interlude for the DJs. But you needed that interview because she came in hard, just like boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
It wasn't no bubble gum on the first 4 tracks. Like that was just like straight spitting. Like,
I'm a basketball head. Shaq used this for his commercial, one of his sneakers.
Really?
Yep. Yes, he did.
Okay, so this is what's weird about this song for me because I think it just says, oh, it's produced by SID, written by Dana Owens, but it's based on an I'll Be Sure sample.
Yes, off the Sexy Verses.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, word.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't discuss it, but you
know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know I give Al fever. I love Al, but I give it to him.
Why do you do this?
Leave it alone.
I will. You're right. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Get off on your own.
Yeah, you're right. This is for the DJs. So this is what this cup
Oh,
was for.
so
It was for the DJs, and that's just what it was. And it was smooth. Like Alise said, you needed it after them first 4 joints. She came with the aggression, like boom. You know what I mean? So you needed to chill. You needed
Yeah,
to
you had
kind
to
of
get your
relax.
heart. Yeah, you had to get your heart rate back down.
Yes,
You
yes,
had to let that adrenaline course through your veins and get out.
yes.
the time
Agreed.
police to file through real quick after everybody ran. Some shots got let off. So,
Boom, boom, boom. Oh man. Yes. So bring the flavor.
who brings it?
Huff flow. Her flow. Queen's flow.
Hmm.
This is what I love about this record is her flow on this, yo. And it
Did you
just
know who
makes
else
you
was on the
just,
album?
huh?
It was on that compilation that had "Hey Mr. DJ."
Oh,
Like
really?
this came out way before. I think it was like the first song on the album. So like, if I had gotten that compilation, I would have had an idea of what was about to hit because the way everything is consistent, that sound was
Mm.
already in place when that joint came out.
Oh, wow. Wow, did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. So,
Where my dear kick, 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 snare. I'm like, come on now, I love it.
and then oh, yes, because that album was just the flavor unit, period, right?
Yeah, some like people who were like in the crew basically.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, but her flow on it, sick. Love that. Love it like crazy. So it's a favorite for me.
Yeah, love it. This one rarely got skipped. Rarely. Actually,
Never.
usually I start listening at that part because this is one of these albums that I've listened to so many times that I've worn out whole sections of it. And so I'll be like giving one part like a break, like you rotate some tires. I'll usually start at bring the flavor and then like get back around to everything else.
Mm. So, uh,
So before you go there,
uh,
we go there. So with this album, remember I told you I had the tape. And
mhm.
so I was not as keen on when I first got it, I was a side B uh, observer.
But side
It,
is especially strong, so I get that.
yeah. But when I was talking to JR about it, it was very surprising because of how like hip hop and does type of hip hop that she's doing on side A is so my flavor of things. And with
Mhm.
everything else I was listening to, like I already mentioned, Wu Tang was out as one of my favorites. Black Moon, Fave was out. So that's where my like ear was at. So it was interesting that I got this and I was just like a side B loyalist, you know? And so, and then over time, then it was like, no, run the whole thing. But yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what got me to creep back over the side A. But go.
Well, we get into track 7, which is Coochie Bang.
Oh,
Mm,
Oh,
that
mm.
all cookies.
All righty. Mm.
why is there this happening right now with both of y'all's faces doing the face thing?
Well, okay, let me give the positive of it. I get the message. I respect it. I see where she was going with it. But for me, it just, mm-mm. Like the
Really?
message of it all. And like you said in Mark's albumism that y'all need to check out, that he did a wonderful, wonderful thing on it. And 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 it was like during this time, this is like Salt and Pepper did Let's Talk About AIDS. I'm trying to be serious. And they did Let's Talk About AIDS. And this one, you know what I'm saying? She's telling everybody to wrap it up and all of this. And she uses Naughty by Nature's It's On.
Yes. Listen though, why do you say that like it's not fucking genius?
I mean, just because I'm not the biggest fan of the song.
Well,
So
this is what's funny though, because like I didn't rock with whole like Naughty by Nature albums, but like I specifically loved its song. So when he's like singing like a Buddha bang, hang out with the true crew down with the coochie bang, I'm like I just thought it was like a fun line. I know what the hell he was talking about. So when I heard the sample, I'm like, oh, that's the thing. It's like, oh, I see what she's doing. Okay, I get it. And I was in. I've always loved the song right from the beginning. But again, like think of like the reason why you had to have like Let's Talk About Sex. Age was
yeah,
like one of its heights that year.
yeah.
And there was still some of our people, this is kind of like, yeah, like I can't do condom. Like I gotta, I gotta have a raw. I'm like, listen, y'all, we trying to get you to live. I don't think you understand. This is serious.
Mm-hmm.
Had to have
Mm-hmm.
somebody saying it on record. So you'd be like, because some people didn't read, didn't like watch the news. So you had to reach them where they were. And so even though this is like a PSA, it's not like one of those things where it's like, wow, this is really hokey. I'm like, the message is very didactic, I would say. But like if you weren't paying attention, it could just be a bop, basically. And yet, Alise has the corners of her mouth curled up. So, would you like to speech on this, madam?
Yeah, yeah, I just sonically don't like the song, which is funny because it maybe because it is using the naughty thing because like I love Naughty by Nature, especially this particular year. Like,
And I
I
love the
don't
way that
know. I just want their thing to be with them. I know
how can
that's
you say that when KG produces all through this album? Like, it's basically like the extension of Naughty by Nature because their sound was like on Black Rain. And here's something that was new for me. I was reading somebody's review from a million years ago, and they were talking about how Tretch probably ghost wrote some of these lyrics. And when I went back, I was just like, oh yeah, that does sound very Tretch. Now
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, and
but
I'm sure a lot of
but
people,
but
but
there you
you
go.
know if you're around other artists, the osmosis that happens with styles, and y'all are in the studio together, y'all are friends, y'all are peoples too. So it's not like a superficial artist relationship.
somebody might get you a
You
line,
go,
I mean the whole song. So, and then there's so much stuff again that is really consistent to how she shows up before and after. So I don't feel like, okay, I don't know what happened. There's such a like a drop off in quality. I really believe that she actually writes her own stuff a lot of the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
and if he did, there's nothing wrong with that either, because we had a whole big thing about that we talked about in the show. But like, it would be fine. But I think when people say it, they're trying to be derisive and
Yeah,
be like, oh yeah, chick didn't write. And in that context, like it's like I don't like, to
I
even
agree.
entertain it,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
because
people who
people
find a
say
way
it
to discount
to be
someone. That's their
negative.
excuse. Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
What'd you
people who
say?
want to find a way to discount the artist will use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if dude really only provided like a couplet, like or a verse on a song, to be like, oh, like she'll even write her own shit. Like, what about everything else that she did write? Like, what about do you actually know her voice? Have you studied her artistry? Do you even pay attention to her records? That kind of stuff. Those people, let's not listen to them at all.
Yeah. And then one thing Queen Latifah does, she don't give you the same flow throughout, or she will give you 4 or 5 different flows in a single song. So you don't
Mhm.
think she's like mimicking, like that's her people's. Like they're that's
She signed
oh,
them.
say it again.
She signed them.
Oh,
Like,
I
touch
didn't
your
know
neighbor
that.
and say she signed him.
Does anybody remember what Naughty by Nature's name was before they were Naughty by Nature?
No.
I
shit.
think they had a single on MC. I forgot what it was. Let me look up that joint.
I forgot what their name was. It was some crazy shit too.
It kind of reminded me of like West Coast Record Crew or something. The new style.
New style. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
I,
Yeah.
I I didn't learn that until like only recently. So it's whatever, man. But
You could tell, but again, you could tell their presence is on this. You know what I mean? They was, and she was on theirs. Like it was just family. They were all family. So you're gonna feel Naughty by Nature's vibe on this. You know what I'm saying? It just was what it was. So I'm like, I'm like you, Alise. I don't like that shit either because y'all try to act on that bullshit, but Queen Latifah did it again and again and again and again.
And
So
she did it before and before and before also.
right, right. So it's like you can't play
Like
that
Mark said,
game.
it wasn't some huge pickup or some big drop off. That didn't happen.
No, no.
I'll be listening to you sometime, Mark. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take what I can get because I know that don't happen very often. Thank you.
Don't. Mm-hmm.
I know when to humble myself because that it's gonna go away in 5, 4,
This
3.
is a hostile work environment.
and is.
It's my coworker.
Oh God, where was we at? Oh, okay. You ain't gotta be
I think
no
you probably
superstar.
That could have been a single to me.
Yes,
Majorly.
absolutely. But I don't think they released it as a single because Good Girls.
no. I think
Good.
that would have been reason to release it as a single because it literally sampled a song they just put out like the previous year.
Yeah, like the previous year. So Motown probably was like, nah, we don't want to do that. Like,
Which is, and that also doesn't make sense because hip hop was borrowed from R&B in these ways. I think if the Good Girl song had been like a huge hit, then it would have been like more of a lock probably. Because when something came out in hip hop and then R&B later on like brought it in there, that was the thing that always happened. This would
mhm.
be
You know, people don't want to be the first to start off that.
Shoot, if this
Never.
was a single, it might have helped them out, actually.
yeah, because that was their last album to
It
date.
might it might at least let people to, at least the music heads would have paid attention.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I love this song.
me
It like
too.
it was fun, but it was also hard because the way she was spitting was like, and then the song itself is basically Janet Jackson's "All for You" before "All for You" came out.
I was gonna say that, but I should have known Mark was gonna say that. So
Did I steal your little thing?
yes, just like you do in every episode with Alise. So
I
finally, it's my
I
turn.
swear I never tried to. It's just really the goal is to steal Alisa shit because I want to see her embarrassed on TV. So
Oh my God.
I can't help but I like.
But this song, she just says she a real chick. Like, yo, don't step up to me. Like, you ain't got just because I'm a superstar, you ain't got to be one too. Like, I like regular dudes. Like,
I thought all women was gold diggers,
ooh,
and and if a man can't buy something, then we think he ain't shit. We don't ever you know allow for that to happen. That's crazy.
oh.
Look, I would feel so fortunate if the worst thing Elise ever said to me was no.
But unfortunately,
Look, the next time you better push up like a pro.
hmm
You ain't gotta be no superstar. I'm
Superman.
only wanna find
Probably
out
working
who
a
you
lot of
are.
cook.
You ain't gotta be no Superman.
So if you
So
wanna
come
talk
talk
to
to
me,
me.
you
You can.
can.
Like,
No, you
come
can
on.
be.
She like, you can
Yeah.
step up to me, yo. Like, I don't need your money. I don't need none of that shit. Like, just step up to me and just spit your game. You know what I mean? And that's another thing why I like about this song too. It's a real record, for real, for real. So,
Yep.
and then
And
she's
it's
singing
also
on
Was
it
he
like
and
fly?
spit.
to what?
Was he fly? Yes, he was. Sorry. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album, and this song made me go back to side A, and because I would want to hear that song, so I would revisit it side A, and then after that, I loved it all the way through. That's the one that made me go back.
And
Oh,
this
so
one
that's
got
the side A. I didn't
It's the
have
last song on side A.
look, this album is long. There's a lot
then
of
it
tracks.
then it got the flute in it. So I know at least you love the flute. So
I
having
do.
the flute in
Flute.
this.
No, no, don't try to make flutes happen. It's
I
Ooh,
mean,
No,
It's called.
you know JR, okay? So just stay in your lane,
I'm
all right?
Andre 3000 to your nonsense right now. You gonna come for those flute niggas.
Do you know what note you're playing? Because
I
Andre
love it.
don't. He
I
tells
hate
you, I don't know what note I'm playing. But if
Yeah.
it sound good, it
Oh,
sound good.
yeah.
and this my musicians like that. So respect to Andre 3000, but
Big
Yes.
uh
respect. Leave that man alone.
Yes. Yeah, leave him alone.
I implore you to leave that man
yeah,
the fuck alone. He just be chilling.
he ain't come for
With his
nobody. Nobody.
nobody.
You leave our unproblematic king alone. Okay?
You
I
know?
agree. Or you can come get this work.
Yeah. Didn't your friend say
No
don't
work, no work,
nobody with you?
no work, no work.
But you
Check
ain't
it.
got no work for me.
But you know
No
how I'm
work.
feel.
Any flavor unit MC, no work.
I
Oh God. Okay. So I know Alise gonna be like, here we go. So like the first maybe 5 seconds, the way this starts off, it reminds me of Reminisce from Mary.
Here we go.
yeah, absolutely.
Did I do it right?
Yes, you did, you jerk. You did, you jerk. Yes. And then
No, but
it's
come
like
on.
and I'm like, oh shit, okay, but nah, man, she talking her shit. Like y'all said, I wouldn't diss another sister unless she had it coming. Even then, I'll take it to her face. I'm like, Queen Latifah did not give a damn. She was coming for these chicks next, yo, for
And
real.
she didn't do a lot of cussing before, period. Like she could, but it wasn't like her main thing. And so
Cause you,
like
cause
lines
you,
like you the dirty bitch, so I gotta shout it out. I'm like,
right, right. Use the digi dirty bitch. So I got to shout it out. Like I love that line. I
oh
love. And
god.
come on, at 7 years old, you want to say bitch, like just cause, like. I'm sorry. So like when that part come up when it's in the car, you know, moms are spitting it. She can say it. I'm just like use a dizzy dirty.
I'm so tired. Wow.
I mean, the first line, she said, don't try to get fly, y'all. We blacking up eyeballs.
Yo, though. That shit was so hard.
So
Yo, punch
hard.
him dead in his eye. Who you calling the bitch? Just saying. She foreshadowed punching that
She
nigga in his eye.
That part.
She tried to told you and you ain't listen, and that's why your eye is tender.
so look, yeah, like I'm not surprised that Alise likes this song since she a baby thug herself.
Baby.
Well,
That nigga a G.
actually, now I think about it, she be in these streets lately.
Well.
And I do fight.
Alise be buying things. I think she might be slanging y'all.
Like for real, like we ain't even joking about I will fight. But yeah,
You don't want no
real
work
life.
from her at all. You do
Don't.
not
No,
want
I
no work.
don't.
nor any flavor unit MC, but specifically
No
Alise.
work, no work. You know, this ain't what you want. I promise you it's not.
And
I
she's not
promise.
even a flavor unit MC. That's the problem.
You gotta work, take your broke ass
You
home.
soft as you soft as a buttercup, stupid ass. So why you starting?
You open
I
my
ain't
mouth,
say that.
I
Queen
grab the
said
mic.
that.
Be sure and did. Yes.
And
And did. I'm again, I'm loving it because Queen Latifah
she
talking her
said,
shit.
she said,
Uh-oh.
stop riding over my bra, you freaking strap hanger.
I
Out
love
loud on wax.
and with conviction. She
And
meant that
said
shit.
it like and did.
Yeah.
I'm just hyped. Like I'm not even listening to it right now, but I feel
Yeah.
it, you know?
It is a little rugged, just in delivery, and like it's very like street corner like freestyle, and I
Mm-hmm.
just the energy came through, and like this is to somebody who didn't grow up in New York, like I'm from like not even like a main city in California. This was like, okay, so if this is what New York is, I want to go to New York. Here for it.
Mm-hmm.
No, she called that nigga a strap hanger. You can get off my bra. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that. She said that.
Yeah, and then the
Need
word
to
play.
learn a lesson from a female headbanger. Like, yo, like her flow, her cadence, and all that on this. It's just, oh.
So the wordplay with playtext and stay free, it was very feminine. I don't know if anybody caught it. Did they not?
I don't think they did. I
It's
don't.
just, and I also don't think women got credit for doing stuff that was clever like that because it was still kind of a boys' club, and so that was a low key joke for people who were paying attention. I was like, wait a minute,
Mhm.
that sounds like a oh yeah, that's right, exactly.
Like
But
she
yeah,
was letting you know she's a G. That woman said, I know about everything that goes on my block.
She said,
yeah,
don't even contemplate a theory about jerking me. She
you
said
ain't got
that.
work for me.
And yes, she
Yeah,
was
this
letting
is
you know I got
definitely
bars. I'm bars out here. And Drake, forget about living single, bitch.
I'm really surprised she didn't mention Living Single or Khadijah on this album
Mm-mm. I
because
think
she was
she
this
didn't
up.
want to. I don't think she wanted to. I think it was all about just her and that. She did that when she was dissing Foxy Brown. Catch it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said, "Damn, son, ain't no comeback from that. Stop messing with La. She nasty on this mic here.
My God.
I mean, her
Thick.
presence is stunning, cunning as a Venus flytrap.
Just word up. It's like that. And damn right, I fight back.
Ah, I love this. Oh God, I love this. Oh God. So we go to an interlude.
What are you doing? Sid, you burning shit.
I
I
wish
love
this was a
Sid.
full song though.
Yeah,
I love just what it
yeah.
is. It is
Just
perfect. And I
Yes.
run it back even like it is.
Me too. Yes, it's like Zoe said, just run the shit back. like
Just
for real. Like
because I gotta go find out where we got the loot because I gotta know. And she gave you the singing. It's awesome.
yes, like I was just like, oh, wow. But hey,
It was
like,
actually a freestyle though. Like it seems like really loose, but they're not like super serious.
mm-hmm. Like Alise
Hey,
said when we was talking about Natalie Cole, your eyes, and hey, she might have felt that's all you needed, no more. That's how she felt. It was done. So Queen was like, you know what? That's all I need with this. That's it. I ain't add no more. It's enough. And it
it,
was
yeah.
an
it,
interlude.
and she like I ain't gonna give you too much because I'm about to hit you upside your
Yo,
motherfucking
motherfucking
head with this
head.
next song. I'm
Yes.
about to fight, and it's gonna come. Just the way it just coming.
Okay, so there is a living single crossover in here. If you paid super close attention, what does it mean when she says, "And oh yeah, Sabuda told me to tell you hi. She thinks you're sweet." Did
Damn.
you
Good,
notice
good catch,
though?
Mark. Good catch.
And I
Good
was just like,
catch.
wait a minute, she's talking about some Buddha, real like on the slick, because like she was in that one episode where they do the club night, and she gave
Mm-hmm.
she's like, oh, this is her sister Sabuda.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I was like, yes, I'm gonna go by Alexis.
And I'm a Shaquan, right?
oh God.
Dominique, Dominique. Anyway, yeah. So like, I
Yeah.
don't have as much of Black Rain like memorized as I do like Living Single dialogue. I can recite like freaking seasons now. It's ridiculous.
Oh God.
That show
It was
so.
good that she had a new show that was fire and then a new album that was fire.
I'm like, was there
Awesome.
anything she could not do? Like, did she have like films that year also?
No, I think no. because before that, the only thing she had did was Jungle Fever. She did
Uh,
that quick
yeah,
little, and
Black and
she ate
Catfish.
Wesley Snipes up in that joint. She ate him up in that joint, and then she did the Fresh Prince.
She was
Yeah,
in Jews. That was
She was in
92.
Jews. Yeah. So that's was all her acting for the moment. So it was just now living single in Black Rain, and I mean a dope ass album and a dope talk TV show. Like couldn't get
I,
no better than that. Come on, Queen! All hail to the Queen!
this is
But
one of those things though where, in hindsight, it's easy to overlook that this had not been done like this before. You don't go from rap to TV to film like there wasn't a pathway for that. She was charting territory that had not been done by many people, let alone a woman. And at that time, like I was very new, there were still like Black people had to be kind of escorted into places that were mainstream. And so like they didn't want to be seeing like Black music on things unless it was New York undercover. Like so we had like elbow our way into spaces. So her being like this star that's on TV every week, that was very, very new. And like we didn't have that all the time. Martin and Living Single was one of the early first. Like before that, I think it was like, In Living Color. I'm not saying like, the Jeffersons and whatnot didn't count, but like a predominantly like Black show that was in the 90s, that was just starting to open up. And it's like she was at the forefront of it. This was like,
mm,
this was a particular time that like hadn't happened before. Anyway, this is my thing because like Lauryn Hill is amazing. And after Lauryn Hill did that one album, everybody started sounding like Lauryn Hill, rapping like Lauryn Hill, singing like Lauryn Hill. So there's a lot of people who had that kind of thing, but nobody necessarily remembered after that a time when we had never heard anything like a Lauryn Hill. And so at some point it was super new. And Black Rain was like that for me. Like there wasn't a precedent for a female rapper doing this.
mm-hmm.
And
And
I
then
ain't really heard it after.
seriously,
Not a
No.
lot. I do hear, but it's very niche, like under the underground, of the
Yeah.
way she was weaving it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But not many people were able to. Well, I'll say it. Like people weren't. They may have done stuff like this, but they didn't have the commercial success that she got from being very true to herself. Like this is a Latifah record. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's no airs, it's no putting on. Like feels quintessentially her.
yeah, she took off her crown for this one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
It's like she took her crown off, but she let you know, don't forget that I'm the queen, though. Hail me. I just ain't got the crown on, but I ain't.
Look,
I'm that
she took
same
her crown
bitch.
off and her earrings off. So it's just
Yeah. She's like, I'm
just so
still,
you know.
I'm still that girl. Who you
Yeah,
calling a bitch? Shit.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't there yet. I'm sorry. I can't wait. But yes,
Come
just
on.
another day. Just the way it comes
Dan.
We
from
take this
from
back
note
to 275 Halstead.
the way from note one, and then it's just so dark, and it's just so like
Yes.
this is the one you play this in the whip.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the whip.
Your
Yes.
1993 Honda Accord, yes. With the booming system, yes.
Look, before this, would you have ever regarded Queen Latifah as gangster?
Yes.
Based on what?
Latifah's had it up
Just,
to here.
just her flow. Just the flow
Her
is
flow.
it
Yeah.
didn't matter what she's saying, it's the delivery. I
Mm-hmm.
always knew she always was a commanding.
Yeah.
Her flow has always been nasty. Like that's probably what helped her to stand out, period, in the industry. But
Mm-hmm.
like this album was just street in a way that the ones
Yeah.
before just hadn't been to me. And like this was like, there's a lot of people like that were saying stuff that they never actually did in real life. But this was like, no, this was autobiographical. She put her whole address on there. Do you realize that's the actual address of the house she lived in?
Yep.
I was
Yep.
like, that's some real right there.
I think she, for the first two albums before this, I think she was sticking to, you know, the African thing, and that was the focus, and that was about that and all hail to the queen and blah 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 blah. But this album, she actually was going through some shit, and she had some shit to get off her chest. It was like, all right, y'all know I'm the sister, I'm ladies first, I'm all about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This, I got some shit that I have to get off my chest. I just lost my brother, yo. Like, I got some aggression, I got some anger to get out, I got some shit that I want to say. And this album, she really did it. And a song like this, she's taking us back to her hood. Like, y'all, this is mine. Like, I told Alise, I said, I feel like this is her Marvin Gaye's Inner City Blues. Like, this is what this is.
Yep.
Like, for real. Like, she's like,
Hard
y'all,
agree.
come on, mainstream. I'm taking y'all back to 275 Halstead. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking y'all back to 141 Harrison. Like, I'm taking y'all back to these spots. Like, this is what we, you know what I mean? This is what I'm dealing with. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? This Latifah's on vacation. This is plain old Dana the Day. Like,
I'm telling somebody else's
I
stories.
step out in every direction. Glock text, Jimmy hats in case I need protection. So I lay and cruise if I'm sad. Okay.
no, please go. Like, yo,
So
I
they
love
steps
it,
because
yo.
mine is slightly bigger.
Like,
But
she
better
just
yet,
bring
I'm
up.
a threat, so you better walk or get outlined and talk because I ain't got time to talk. Because I don't want to talk.
I love it. I
I
just
stay
love it.
true blue. I'm hoping it's you too. I got So it's back to the black time to play. It's just
It's
another day
another day
around the way.
around the.
Hey.
Hey.
That's what the, like the little things where she going hard on hey. Like I fucking love that. I love the juxtaposition of that because that's what people are. People are not one thing. No one.
Or like she was a little sweet at this at the end of the next going into the chorus. She said just around a day or now around the motherfucking way. Yeah, like it's like she go hard, like she's soft and then she go hard. Like you said, Alise, it's she's giving you so many different styles and flow in one song. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
did you have a preference for the Teddy Riley remix of it?
I
Because it
actually
was
thought it was
in a different
cool.
way.
I thought it
What?
was cool. A lot of people didn't like it.
Really? I
Yes.
I didn't make it really blow more unless it did, because like it did really well chart wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not as
Yeah.
well as UNITY, but still, like it was a respectable single and still something like she still does in concert. And like she has so much catalog, but everything doesn't get that kind of attention. Still, Just Another Day is a lot of people's favorite, and rightfully so.
Out of the singles of this album, this is my favorite single. Like, just like I told Alise earlier, I was like, if I just want to chill and I'm like coming from work and I just want to just vibe out and just chill, I throw that record on and it's just so chill. Like it's this. I don't need like it's just a vibe and she just flowing on it and she's singing on it, she's spitting on it, the little nuances that she gives. It's just such
Like
a
the
dope.
samples, I mean, I think it's really genius the way she used the way she samples her former work when she says like, uh, in the place that I live. It was from not Wrath of My Madness. I think it might have been Princess of the Posse.
May have. It may have.
So,
I'm trying to wrap it in my head. I'm sorry. Wait.
so I look up the keys. They now I gotta find the lyrics. It samples. So I'm on Genius at the same time. I should know this stuff because
Yes.
what
Yes.
did you find it?
Yes. It's the third line. Fighting against the law in the places that I live.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. I was trying to rap it and it was like,
yeah, it wasn't coming to me, and yet
it
like
wasn't.
I've
Yes.
heard too
And
many times.
yep, it's the third line. Yep. So to put that in there, it's just in the production of it. Shout out to him. Shout out to Sid did this one, right?
Yep, Sid again.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And Apache, I guess, co-wrote it unless there's a sample of him.
I think there's a sample of Apache of this on this.
It is.
Well, we also know there's another sample. I get to talk about her, Janet,
Janet.
making love in the
Her,
rain.
well,
Be
you know,
specific.
Herb Alpert specifically though.
Right.
Oh yeah, please get
And
it
don't
right
forget
because
about
I
Lisa
don't
Keith,
want
though.
nobody coming from me. Hey Jimmy, but Herb Albert, Lisa Keith, and Janet on making love in the
And Slick
rain.
Rick.
So yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
So my favorite verse is third verse. You know, gotta get props. I can't stop without y'all nothing. No wrecking, no checks, no rhyming, no cutting, no stages front pages.
No phone no beepers.
No reason to put Queen in front of the name Latifah. I
Latifah.
come to the real expected
And fool.
Some people's from around the way remain cool.
So it's back to the black time to play. It's just another day around the
Around the
motherfucker.
motherfucking way.
I hear
that verse is perfect. Like people are like, what's a verse in a hip hop song? That's it.
a bar for your ass. I just this album just doesn't really miss for me. Like there were some things where I didn't get on it at first, and now I'm just kind of like I can let it run. Like it is really grown, and the stuff that I wasn't really into, it was still really good. I just wasn't there at that moment. The album has probably grown for me, but you can probably get to that. There are more things.
It's aged so well.
It has. It doesn't sound. It yeah. Like it still sounds good. It's not I'm like, oh, I remember. No, like it sounds good with my today ear.
Yeah, I don't feel like hearing this and being like, well, that was a good idea at the time. I mean, they really meant well. So like, yeah, this is I can rock with it.
Yes. Oh, great song. Great song. Love this.
Don't look at me like it, Alise. I see you.
Yeah. And then we come to, instinct leads me to another flow. Every time I hear a brother
You
Mark
raggedy
call a
bitch.
girl a bitch or a hoe, trying to make a sister feel low,
You
all
know
of that's got to go. Now everybody knows there's exceptions to this rule,
Don't be
Okay,
getting
so
mad because we played it's cool. So don't you be
But don't
calling
you
me
be
out
calling
my
me out.
name.
I
I
bring
bring
rap to
rap to
those who
those who
disrespect me like
disrespect me
a
like a
dame.
dame. That's why
One
I'm
day I was
talking.
walk.
Had my
Was it
Bronco and my
Bronco?
cut off short sword right because it was crazy hot. I walked back to zoo when he passed me. One of them felt my booty, he was nasty. I
so
told Alise, it's so many live performances where you have even the dudes like rocking this. Like, you know what I mean? Like she did this on spring break. She would put a part of it, she would just put the mic out. You heard the dudes louder than the girls. You know what I mean? Like that's how much they respected this
it really
record.
was hard. Okay, look, disclaimer though, this inside joke between me and Alise, I'm always using that waiting to exhale gif or whatever between us. It is very specific though, because like the line that the dude that's just drunk talking about you raggedy bit, and can't even stand up straight, trying to throw an orange at somebody. But there's a version of the meme that actually says you raggedy bitch on it. And then there's a version that doesn't. I'm just kind of like, for people who don't necessarily get the joke and just want to call somebody a bitch, I'm like, I don't want them seeing that all the time because this is my friend and we playing. And to what I can tell is cool, unless at least it's kind of like, yeah, you're going to get enough of calling me a raggedy bitch. I'm like, if it gets to that point, I'm like, I don't ever want Elise to feel like that, even though I will tell you everything the opposite of that. But it's so now it's just the shorthand is just me with this orange emoji and whatnot. Because in general, like if you get super cool with calling women bitches and whatnot, you should feel a way about yourself, actually. Like why is that extra okay? Like, how come nobody around you is saying, like, yeah, can you not do that? Like it's if nobody is checking it, like you should ask yourself questions. Like it shouldn't be just like, oh yeah, well, it's just how we talk. I'm like, yeah, but there's consequences. Like think of if somebody was like using the N-word around you and they were a little bit of the white variety, but like, yeah, that wouldn't be okay. Then you would have questions asked. Please
Not
ask
the
those
black
questions.
hair side. Not the black hair side.
Like I'm just saying, like some stuff is funny, but not always. Please check yourself as often as you can. And there are specific things that I don't like using it for because I know the way bitch gets used for women, like crazy bitch. I make it specific. I don't like using crazy bitch ever. But I actually learned that from a woman who's like, yeah, it so often gets said to women about this or that, and so that doesn't often get checked. But this is the reason why UNITY is so great, because I don't think I remember anybody standing up and saying it loud, like, nigga, you need to stop. Who are you calling a bitch? And I'm
And
like,
she's starting it off like that.
it was about time somebody said that. And what I remember is that like usually they would censor that, but because of the message here, they let that fly. This is something that needs to be said and loud. I was here for it too.
Then I love the second verse is another example that of her going into a whole nother flow than she had in the first one. I hit the bottom. There ain't nowhere else to go but up. That day's at work gave you an attitude, so you were up. You gotta put your hand, to take it out of me, but that's about enough. You put your hands on me again, I put your ass in handcuffs. I guess I felt so deep in love, I grew dependency. I love that meter of that. I just was too blind to see how it was affecting me. Oh, then I knew you was all the man I had, and I was scared to let you go, even though you treated me bad.
That's real. But I don't want to see my kids see me getting beat down by daddy smacking mommy all around.
You say I'm nothing without you, but I'm nothing with you. A man don't really love you if you hit you. This is my notice to the door. I ain't scared no more. I'm not your personal whore. That's what
I'm here for.
Ain't nothing good gonna come to you till you do right by me.
Brother, you wait and see. Who you calling a bitch? Shout out to KG for this production too, because he used a piece of the Crusaders. Yes, from the message from the innocent. He used a clip of that for the horns used on this record. Like, this record's just perfect. This is perfect. And it starts off. I was like, it got me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck where this goes. It can go left, whatever.
Why did it have you though?
At the horns. Horns. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh my God. Mark, did you know that JR love horns? Did you know?
Oh God.
I just found out yesterday.
I mean, that's really great because I think horns are great. JR, do you think horns are great?
I love them. I love them greatly. Any horn. The trumpet, the trombone, whatever. Sax, whatever you give. French horn, anything.
Sidebar, do you listen to My Desire by Kirk Franklin?
Yes.
Okay, because every time I hear horns, I think of JR now.
Yes. That's why I actually thought
horns.
When Alise first did it, when she did it on the episode with Dar, I thought that's where she got it from. I thought that's where she got it from because Alise just jumped and was like, horns. I was like, oh, snap. I was like, oh, snap. Did she get that from Kurt? I was like, wait a minute. But then we went somewhere else, so I forgot to say it. But thank you, Mark.
Yes, but now you own it. It's all yours. Nobody can touch it.
Thank you.
And nobody wants your little flutes, Alise.
Oh.
But where did all of this come from? A minute ago, you was a nerd and nobody ever heard of you. Now you want to be.
Can't stand it.
You barely know your ABCs, please.
Please.
You know what? You're not going to use my album's lyrics against me.
Why are you trying to jump in front of a bullet, young lady? I mean, Mark, ain't none of the shit we talking about worth getting your face sliced. It just ain't.
Because that's what happened to your homegirl, right?
Right?
See, I'm so glad you got your little friend here to like co-sign for you.
Now you got to wear that shit for life.
Who you calling a bitch?
Okay, well, I can just. You didn't have to be all that. You could have just said something. Shit.
I can't believe Mark actually had the orange. I'm too done with him. Like, I'm done. Help me, Jesus. Okay. When he pulled it up, I was like, oh my God, he really has the orange. Like, what are we doing?
This doesn't feel like a safe space.
I don't usually eat oranges, but I specifically went to the store to get one today because I knew for this show, I'm like, I need an orange.
Oh my God.
Somebody's trifling ass. They'll always be coming for me.
And then I'm wearing orange. Like the fuck.
This game. Oh
Change to
Jesus.
wear
Y'all
orange.
heard the song. UNITY people.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a unity. Okay,
There
not
you
bad.
go. There you go. Ooh. All
I love a
right.
black woman from infinity to infinity.
From infinity to infinity.
Look, okay, so horns.
Thank you.
Hey, how do you
When I
feel about
say JR, you say horns. I'm sorry. Okay.
does anybody
This
feel
show is off the wall. Like for real. We
yeah,
are Michael in here. Like
I only expect this from y'all. So anyway.
oh God. But you about to ask something, Mark. Go ahead, my bad.
No, oh, okay. Do you feel any way about black people who are like us using stuff that is like from the islands not being appropriation? Because in '93 that would not be heard of, not in the mainstream conversation. Now it would because it. I don't think Queen Latifah has any island heritage, but like this is I don't know. Like if it's like okay, is it offensive? Like I don't know.
I mean, because she's always been doing it. You know what I mean? So it's not anything new. She did that on Hail to the Queen. So she had
Right.
that. She did that on, Nature of a Sister. So it was like it was to be expected. So it
And you
wasn't
have
like
to think about
the
you when
time.
you in New York, New Jersey area, like the concentration of the West
The
Indian
demographics
concentration,
heavy.
like
Yes.
she legit grew up hearing it. So it's like, and because see, it's tricky with the black the diasporic conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is
It's more of a it appropriation when you see it. You can't exactly define it,
well,
but
the thing
but
about appropriation
you know
is
when it looks funny in a light.
I don't think people apply this test. Usually, when people actually appropriate, they take a thing that already existed as part of somebody else's culture, try to give it a new name and pass it off like it's theirs, like it's a whole different thing. Like when you talk about like what's the name, Kylie Jenner, like she just invented what are boxer braids or something like that. They called something ridiculous. You mean like box braids, the shit that been in existence forever?
Yeah.
I ain't got time
Like
for you
that where
Kardashian hoes.
I didn't say
Oh, the bitch.
I got a second orange if you need it.
I'm the third orange. But yeah, like
Okay. Mm, my bad, but go ahead.
But
yeah,
yeah,
that's when they get that space. But I don't when I say but with black folk, hey, as long as you take something that's black, it don't really and I know certain people get their feelings, but that's just not my opinion.
yeah, like I do
Nah.
feel like we're very much a part of each other.
Yeah.
Not everybody feels like that in the diaspora, but I do. And so like that doesn't mean that my culture is your culture, but we are cousins. So just like, can I borrow your shit? I'll put it back. I'm sorry.
hmm
It
I
would be,
put you on the remix. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
I mean, it'd be very cool if they brought somebody who's actually from the islands to actually get on the song, like say Tony Rebel. That'd be cool.
EEKEND.
LOVE, we were meant to be.
I see
That's
it.
my
Man, what? And the video, uh
this life.
have y'all because they said it's two videos though.
Are
Is
there?
that true?
Well, there it was a double
He,
single. But okay,
Because
look,
they said it was two videos. Like it was one that she did in East Orange, but I tried to find it and I can't find it.
I've never seen that.
And
I
then
wonder
the one that we see is the one that's that.
I just remember the one from BET. Like, and if there is, see, I wish there was like a deluxe version of like this that had all the videos and stuff. Because I'm like, this history often gets lost. The remixes aren't around.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some shade I will throw. There's some really raggedy ass remixes to some of these songs. Like the originals were so good, they didn't really need remixes. But Motown didn't have for that like then. They would get some random ass person to remix like Black Hand Side. I'm like, why did you even bother? Like it's you could just gave me instrumental and acapella. Stop playing.
That part. That part.
But yeah, like for this Weekend Love, like actually that could have gotten to remixes. I can't understand also, but yeah, I'm just happy the singles came out. They really kind of made this a Thriller album. There's a million singles, including this one.
Now, Weekend Love is something I would love to hear a remix of, but have like Queen spitting on it as like a remix or like, or just like a little verse, like a quick little 8 or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been cool. That yeah, actually that would have been cool regardless. But
Or
on
even kind of
principle,
sing rapping, like kind of a hybrid of it. That'd have been dope.
I think she just needed to have space where it's just kind of like, okay, I don't have to rap every time. That's not my main thing I'm gonna be stuck to. So like principally, I get it.
I
But
get
yeah, like
that.
I would have loved if they did something like that. And if this album had come out like two years later, definitely would have been that. Because it would have been after the I Want to Be Down remix, so there would have been a precedent for it.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah,
I
I love it.
was this song for me. It brings me back to a bittersweet time. I love this record, but
Well,
it came out a week after the Knicks lost the championship
oh, I'm
Oh
in
sorry.
God.
1994. Yes.
But
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Music Soul Nick.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We go
Don't
back
hate,
that far.
lady. Anyway,
At least
so
it's such a good side. You the
I
good
love
side.
this song, and I needed it. I needed it afterwards because my mother would tell you I did not talk for 2 weeks.
Word.
Mm, I did not talk for 2 weeks. My mother was like, "What is wrong with this kid?" Like,
I'm sorry. Sidebar. Alise, is your strap hanger orange too? Oh, okay. You made
this
a resolution for me in
yo, it's
1993.
no,
so
my strap hanger has long locks, and he has on a blackish charcoal gray shirt that says Petty on it. That's my strap hanger.
Wow.
my
I have
god.
done nothing to deserve this hostility.
Oh my god, this show is
So,
off the
oh,
rails.
In case you've been misled by anything I said, because
ah,
you got things to do, I got things too, nigga.
well, I've got things too.
Oh God, Jesus.
Anyway, it's for the
I don't
weekend.
even know what to say after this. Like Alisa said the rhyme, so yeah, this song is great. It was a great song. It's smooth.
But Mark, we were meant to be though. I love
No,
you more than my
no,
luggage.
don't get cute. Don't try to get fly, y'all. We blocking up eyeball. Don't do me like that.
Oh God. Yes, great song. Great
No, because the
song.
mood has changed. Before the mood was right, now it's changed.
I was about to say, I was about to say the mood was right, but this shit went completely left. Like I didn't see it. I should have knew this show was gonna be like that. This though, I should have knew. You too? What?
What are you talking about?
Yes. This was Queen on her sexy side. She was talking
Yep.
to her sexual chocolate bar.
And you got to keep going for the tour. Big teeth. I'm out.
Right. I was like, okay, Queen. She was like, if the mood is right, I hear you, girl.
Gotta get up doing the mood is right. I love the vocals on that. I'm ready
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
let you love me all night.
I had never heard this sample until this song. And then afterward, I heard it a whole bunch of places. A bunch of them. A bunch. And I think the next place I heard it was there's a remix of X Factor by Lauryn Hill that uses it all through. I'm like,
Really?
oh. But in my head, I'm like, oh, it's just the Move Is Right sample because, like, for me, like Queen Latifah always had it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, and
Right.
so
Out the gate.
even though she's like rapping on this, she snuck in a whole bunch of her R&B songs on it. I'm like, you are gonna be a singing queen regardless.
Right. Hold on.
Hold
Dude,
on.
Baby, baby, baby.
I got so much love in me, and it's for why I owe you for
I,
eternity.
I was like, wow. I was like, I know that's right, Queen. You better talk about your favorite
Wait,
songs
it's
right
supposed to
now.
be.
Like, girl,
Like
what?
the only person I knew that did it like that was Fife from Tribe Called Quest. He stayed singing an R&B song. I don't know why they didn't
Yeah.
get. Oh, but okay. So the other thing is, people were getting sued like that back in the day. Like, and I think the general feeling was like, if you haven't sampled a certain amount of a song, then it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So probably the reason why there weren't that many credits here is because the law and the precedent was different. And so it's not like
Mm-hmm.
it's shady or whatever, but like once people started trying to get their money and come collect, yeah, they started declaring these things, clearing these things. But thank God for who sampled. Yep, because I learned a lot of stuff after the fact.
That part. That
Oh,
part.
she shouted out on JR Homegirl.
Who that?
I give you love like without a limit, like Mary J.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
That's
yeah.
she loved Mary, so it's just like them two was tight. Unfortunately, never mind. But
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
I'm not. Yeah,
can do it.
right, exactly.
Yo,
You
and she
know
gets to
where I was
sleep.
going. Yes.
It's like, come on, baby, right now. Yeah, you very
Right.
aggressive. I love it.
Like, well, since you
I
want
relate
right,
very heavily to that. I'm very aggressive. So yeah.
yeah, I believe it.
Come on, baby, right now.
This mood is never right with y'all. Like I said.
Look, you complaining right, but you can't search and find nobody like us.
Agreed. 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 I wouldn't trade y'all two fools for nobody in the world.
I,
At all.
I like she said many thought they was getting fast in the past, made me purr and then jet in a blur. I don't think so
Don't
because
think
I
so,
don't
but I
think
don't
oh.
think.
God.
I love it. I don't think so because I don't think oh.
Oh my God. I love this album, y'all. Like, why is it not repressed on vinyl? Like Universal Music, what are you doing with your life? Do you
I've been
not
That
yeah.
part.
'Cause I've been trying to
all
get my hands on one for a long time and
Me too. And
nobody's
I can't
I feel
and
like
I'm
I get
willing to and I was willing to come up off a little change for it, but
I
I
think
guess
when
I
I
just have to
got
have
this
the
one,
CD.
it was like 50, 60, $70, and that was like over 10 years ago because the first time I started collecting vinyl and I knew this was on vinyl, I'm like, I gotta find one of these. Nowhere in America, and then the ones that are overseas, there are few of them. So I'm like, let me find this real quick.
yeah.
We released Jeanne, so like why not? It's from the same era. I why y'all playing? 30th anniversary.
I thought my
Mhm.
girls was gonna do that, but they didn't.
I don't know, man. Who owns these masters? Why you don't want this money? I have so many
Yeah.
extra copies of album. There's two copies of All Hail the Queen because I couldn't not buy the splatter pressed version. Um, it's there. Just come get the money real quick, please.
Yes.
Love a reissue of it. Look, this album actually does need to be remastered because it's so basic, but like for the technology then, it doesn't thump now like it could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Great.
feel you.
Great.
When Black Hand Side comes on, I wanted to hit Horde.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always have
HOARD Horde. What up,
yep.
Dart? Yeah.
Uh
That's my nigga there. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
good
All
peoples.
right.
Now,
Yes.
So East,
uh-oh.
So we'll get to the last song. I got all my sillies out.
Yeah.
But during this time, I also had, with a Winky's theme, I had also had a huge loss in my life, which was that was the year that my uncle passed, and that's the only father figure I've ever known. And he passed away, and it was an accidental death. It involved a car. So, like, it was just real
it is that's
icky.
too close. That's too close.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
like,
What
so
was his name?
this song always,
What was his name?
that's my Uncle Bubby,
Okay, because like there's no
Paul
better time
Wesley
than Uncle
Jr.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Respect to Uncle Bubby.
Yeah. That's my heart. And So when the first time I heard this song, like it it hit me right in the chest the first time. Like, and it still do to this day. Every time I listen
Mm-hmm.
to it, I get some sort of physical reaction to it. Yeah. It's gorgeous. I'm trying
This,
to
this is Dana. This is not Queen Latifah. This record is
Yeah.
Dana. You feel her on this, like she said on Just Another Day. Latifah's on vacation. This is Dana. This is Dana on this one. You felt her. You felt her spirit on this. Like you just felt like her connecting to God during troubled times. You know what I mean? Like this is that, and it's just, and I'm a feeler anyway. So when I heard this record, even at 7, it did something to me. I was like, oof, it felt different. Like it didn't feel like anything else that I was feeling on the album. It felt different. I didn't have a loss during that time at all. So for that to have a feeling at me at 7, that just tells you what music really does. You know what I mean? And you felt her hard on this one. And then to have all the players she had, Gordon Chambers was playing piano on it, and what's his name?
Really?
Yes, Gordon Chambers was
Yeah.
playing the piano, and Kendu was on the drums.
Wait a minute. This is Kendu Dickens. That's not the same dude, though, right?
No, 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 no. I hope it ain't.
I don't think so. I thought his name was Kendu Isaacs.
Yes,
You're
and
thinking,
then so just having all the players and just a great artistic record and just a tribute to their brother. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing, and her closing out the record like this, and then to look at her picture on the back with her brother. And that
yeah.
yeah,
just sends chills through you. So I think this
yeah.
is an amazing
And
record.
there's one particular why I love her delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Latifah never was a teacher, never was a preacher, never was a saint, never was defeated. Oh Lord. Never
Conceded.
was conceited, never was defeated. Sometimes I get tired, sometimes I want to faint, but I never shut off when things piss me off. And if I gotta curse at you to get my point across, that's what I gotta do. That's how it gotta be. I got an angel watching over me.
I'm like,
Down, down, down,
does
down,
it just
down.
not lay you out like right
And then
there?
she goes, never. Like it just like that part. That's the part that really gets me in a tizzy, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And
look,
the bass come up.
so this synthesis of jazz, R&B, and to a certain degree gospel as well. This is so very Queen Latifah. Like she's almost introducing the artist she was going to become on the song like this. She's like, look, I'm not going to be sticking to one genre. I'm not going to be doing the things that you're like used to all the time. Black Rain is very consistent, but Winky's theme is very her. So like that's the real brand. Like when you do the albums later and she's like throwing a little bit of everything on there, that is very Queen Latifah. Like she was doing that on All Hail the Queen and Nature of a Sister. So she generally gave y'all a very commercial album on Black Rain, but this is one of those, all right, so this one is for me, it's personal, and you're gonna let me have this. I respect it.
Yep.
That's artist stuff, not just like, oh, I'm a rapper. Like, no, this is art. This is me expressing my life. And it connects to a lot of people. Does she still do this in concert? I thought she did, but like
Oh, I don't
I
know.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Yeah, I have no
sure.
idea.
see the weird thing is like I want to see Queen Latifah live, but I know like now for her to do a show and touch on all the parts of her career, it's going to be an extremely disjointed show.
Yeah, yeah,
Jazz,
yeah.
pop, and hip hop, and I love that she does do the Living Single theme song because why not? Yes, you should. Matter of fact, how about this? Well, let's get Will Smith rehabilitated and y'all go out and tour together, like so I can give y'all money.
I'm good with Latifah, thank you.
Well, look,
And I like,
of course, it's
uh,
got to be worth the money. So like she not going nowhere, not about her paper. She gonna get paid. So
yeah.
True, true.
But then I love that when at the end of the second verse, like for the bridge, which is just like encouraging stuff. Keep on, strive on, strive on. Mm-hmm. Break it down.
That's
That song is that song. It give you everything. You get some rapping, you get a little poetry, you get some belting, you get
Okay,
some you get some scatting. You know what I'm saying? You get everything.
I don't know if you can help me out with this, but on the subject of poetry, there's something I've never understood about Black Rain. Why is this quote on the back of it? I don't know if you can even see it. Nope, nope. Just like
No,
I'll
we
show you.
can't read it.
All right, all right. So birds do it and fly, cats do it and cry. We do it because we used to it. Lead us to it. We love to do it by Rudy Ray Moore. Why does she have this on the back of the album? Like I don't even get the context where he said it when. Like if I met her, I would ask.
when yeah, she'd be
You
like,
you
"You
have
really a
it.
fan?" That's what she would say. You really a fan?
Looking up something real quick.
Or I wonder if it's like an inside joke between her and her brother, because that would make sense.
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe.
And given everything that she went through behind that, like I would totally understand it. I
Right.
don't think until I started reading, like when I went to do the albumism article, like I was reading multiple books of hers, looking at all these interviews and stuff, and then finding where she was talking about stuff that really kind of got you to it. It didn't click for me though that like even though like she did this album like right after her brother passed and it was really hard, it didn't stop there for her. Like she was really depressed afterwards
Yeah.
and like her starting like going to drinking a whole bunch. But like when she was saying it in Black Hand Side, switch to the piece with the switch to the pipe with the piece these days. Like I don't know if we were hearing that from her before, even if she was smoking, she wasn't talking about it. But over the next 5 years, while she was doing Living Single and everything else, she might have had like a song here or there. But like, girl was going through it, and so like she eventually like worked through because she felt so much guilt about the motorcycle, and she lost her brother, and it's like who's got your back like that? Black Rain was just like the beginning of it. So like everything else is like an iceberg was beneath the surface. So
Hmm. She
really, I
did.
feel like that's why Order in the Court came out the way it did, because I don't think she could even get her whole head in the game. Our girl was hurt. And like, even though it had been 5 years, like, you don't recover from something like that. Like, so Black Rain is just singular.
She said when she won the Grammy, she was like, "I'm on top," and I just, she felt nothing. She was like, my music is on top. I'm on a top TV show, and I still feel empty. Like I still felt like in this dark cloud. You know what I'm saying? So she said winning the Grammy, the biggest award you can win, it meant nothing to her.
And I think she's the first solo female rapper to get that Grammy,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and the first solo female rapper to get a gold album. Brat came out right after her with Punctified and got a platinum, like first or whatever. But like before, there was just Salt and Pepper, like making
It
this
was just Salt
noise.
and Pepper. Yeah. Yeah. And when it was her. So she's making history knowing this and still feeling nothing.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn. Ugh.
But like for all the labor, Queen, thank you. I
Thank
just
you, Queen. All hail to the Queen. Yes.
I really want to be able to like just see her, hug her, thank her because like her career itself, like its existence, it just made me prouder to be black. Like she's everything.
All the things
Yep.
Thanks. Yeah.
dropped. Oranges dropped. So
Listen.
Might have to pick them up later, but like, for now, let's just let it.
yeah, it's, it's just a flow. But we have now reached my favorite part of the show,
The
and
end.
is that the end? No,
Doom, 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 doom.
I was like, please give me the choreography. I knew it.
it ain't over. The
I thought
party
y'all ain't like
not.
the beat.
Something like the beat.
Hold on. Ted? Okay.
Taddy,
But
you did. I'm sorry. You're
so
terrible.
today
Mhm.
we are going to do, because I'm starting to take it back to what the original word song association was, which is I am going to give you a word. In this case, it's going to be an emotion. And you tell me what a Queen Latifah song that personifies that, or like the first one that pops in your head from any album, including this one, that you think fits that emotion. Got
I
it?
okay. Let me get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. All right.
Okay. You
Okay,
know,
go.
text Jimmy hats in case you need protection. Let's get it together. All right. Proud.
Um. Oh, wow. It's gonna be something from Nature of a Sister, probably. Got you.
Yeah, you got cheat code.
Um. No, I'll go left. Make it bad as a mother.
I was just going shit, like I'm a part of this show. Never mind.
You can answer too. What did y'all think you can answer too?
This is for the guests. It's their part.
Why
These are
why
my
did
friends.
y'all think he can't answer too? This your show, nigga. You said you want.
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all
you're
my plus
right.
ones.
True.
I always want you to respond because I like the
Oh,
no,
the bad. Oh yeah, I was gonna say bad as a mother. That's a proud record. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna go. I was gonna say that one. Yeah.
Which is I don't know why it makes me feel like she was like on top of her throne. But yeah.
Yes, it does. Oh
I
God.
don't know why I didn't think to like say ladies first, because that's a different kind of proud. But like it's all anyway. Yeah.
Mm,
all right. Angry.
Oh man.
it's
I'm gonna just go with, even though it's not on the album, Name Calling Part Two. I don't think I've ever heard Queen Latifah that angry. Ever.
shit.
And you
I'm
have
gonna
to
say rough.
find that later. So, you know. But yeah, but rough could be like, yeah.
No, not even rough.
I
Fucking
can't understand.
That one too.
shit, Sade. Did
Right.
she? All right. Peaceful.
Oh man. Okay. Again, this is stuff that isn't on her album. She had a song called Hard. Actually, no, I'll just go with Hard Times because it is on the Dana Owens album. But the original
Oh,
version that she did, and it's my favorite one actually, was on this compilation called Ain't Nothing But a She Thing. And so like it was like up
Remember
tempo
that?
singing. And I'm like, there's something about that song that is just extremely peaceful to me. Like, so when I had a hard day, sometimes I just like I put it on so she can say like, "Oh, come on and kiss me hard and long, hard times we'll get over." And like something about that song, I just want to fall into its arms and be rocked in his bosom. And you know, she got bosom. So
right.
All right. Philly.
what?
Philly.
Silly.
Take your
Oh,
word
just a
for it.
flow. Just a flow. Hello. Even though I don't know you. It's just this.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You can show me. Taking inspiration
Yeah.
from the SID. Thanks for the beat. It's kind of fly. I know, yeah, some booty tell you hi. I think she thinks she's sweet.
All right. We'll
Uh,
end on a oh
no, so go
what?
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. And we'll end on a positive note. Hopeful
Hopeful, hopeful, hopeful.
or
Uh,
slash optimistic. You know.
so I'm not gonna make this easy for y'all. She has a song called "Keep Your Head to the Sky" that was only on the Japanese import of Order in the Court, and it samples Saturday Love of all things. And I wish that some people had heard it because it is so dope. But it's just like it's just uplifting. And there was a whole bunch on that album that's really dark, but that was one of her like, okay, you know what? We're gonna try to lift it up. And I appreciate it. So yeah, go, you can find it on YouTube, but everything else, yeah, it's I love Queen Latifah. I really do. So yeah, that's my hopeful. What would y'all's be
Yeah.
though? Since I was gonna ask y'all questions.
Unity.
I'm
Unity.
gonna guess Alise's is.
Oh,
Gucci Bang.
no, what was the question? I didn't understand the question.
Oh,
What was your?
I'll turn the same question back to you. What's your hopeful song from Queen Latifah?
Oh, hopeful. Actually, Winky's theme is hopeful to me.
That's what I was gonna get.
Oh, good
When she says,
one.
"Go on, strive on," she was encouraging herself. It's
Mm-hmm.
strive on, break it
Mm-hmm.
down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good one. Good one. Good
That's mine.
one.
But but actually, you know, I would have for the earlier question, I would have gave the ladies first as the the, the proud one, the pride
Proud.
one.
Right. Right.
But you know, but that's me is anthem. I'm a lady sometimes, and I this yes, gang 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 gang.
You know, I think I'm about to get into precisely what I am about to do.
Oh yeah, Moni came in and did what she needed to do.
She. What did she do? That. Yes.
Yes.
That she
Yes.
did. And I so wish we would have had like a third album from her. But I mean, after seeing her unsung, she was going through stuff. I'm just glad that she landed on her feet, and she still looks so damn good. So
Yes.
really glad you let me do this show because like I specifically have a thing for like female rappers. They don't get enough respect, and they work really hard. They're really good, and people are trying to be like, yeah, that's fine, but you know, it's good for a woman. Like, no, it's just good. Period.
Yeah.
Like some of your dudes are trash, and no one's like, yeah, that's bad for a dude. Like, no, it's just bad.
It's
All
like
that.
when women got to come in and prove themselves 10 times more. And
So
that's why, like Alise said about Ruff, she was with some spitters, for real, male spitters. And she came on there and did the damn thing to prove why she is the queen.
Yeah. Hmm. Boom. There it
hell,
is. Yes. All hail you. We
from
love
Dana
you.
Elaine. So
We love you, Dana Owens. Yes.
And dude.
Yes, the Queen Latifah. Anyway, well, but before we get out of here, Mark, how about you tell us how people can find you and your writing and all the other things you do?
okay, so the easiest way is to go to linktree.com/Mark Chappelle. That's MarkChappelle. So you can find my Twitter page, you can find my YouTube page, my Medium page, other cat stats that I've done with my friends, and I got to add this one to it now. And oh, a lot of my album is I'm writing, and I'm sure there's going to be more for 2024. Yeah, I want to do more stuff, man. So I appreciate y'all's support. I will still continue to talk about Alise like she's a bald-headed stepchild, but like I love y'all. Y'all my best friends. I appreciate you. Um, you know, like in public, I will continue to smash your hand, drag you through the mud to call you everything but a child of God. But you know, when no one else is looking, I'll tell you that I love you, but only when
Hmm.
no one else is looking. So don't ask me that right now. Go
Hmm. Yeah. He tried to break fly, I punched him dead in his eye and said, "Who you calling a bitch?"
I didn't call you a bitch. I just waved an orange at you. It's not the same thing.
You did call me a bitch. Like in the first 10 minutes.
And multiple times too.
A whole bitch. Not a bitch.
Yes.
Not a
No, like
he
five, six,
said
7 minutes. Like if you count them, yeah.
he enunciated it. He gave every syllable 1 second.
Bitch,
Like I
bitch,
ain't never heard
It's
what's your damn yeah, you gotta say it like short. Like fuck.
It's not my favorite word. Shout out to Mika.
Mhm. I want a gangster boogie with my gangster bitch. I want a. And on that note, we thank everyone for hanging out with us. Bring
Yeah,
us some
this is
more
how I got kicked
cousins. We
out.
are families. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't pay attention to that thing. Um, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay? And don't worry about what Mark doing. All the links and stuff he gave you, don't even never mind.
Anyway, JR, it's nice to support you in your little show.
Wait, little.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't
See?
like some of the people that you have on there. So until you can like switch them
Oh,
out,
oh,
Oh,
just
some
so
people that you have on there,
nasty,
that a
oh,
read?
so rude, so nasty, so rude.
Whatever. You don't want no work, and we will catch y'all on the next episode of Catch That. We'll see y'all again when the mood is right. Peace.